Hello, this is Bubba, Shopping's Bonanza 2017, Aldis edition, where you get your stuff and get out. So I went there today looking, they had an advertisement for a mixer for $4.99, and Lisa does a lot of baking, so we needed a new mixer. And it turns out what they call a mixer is a mixer guard, which is a little rubber thing, and they're selling it for $4.99, so no deal, didn't get it. But they do have grapes on sale this week for $1.49. The green and black and red, I think all the grapes, $1.49 a pound. That's a good deal. I got me some. They have strawberries $2.49. It's not a great deal, but still a deal. But the reason I'm doing this video now is I actually got a joke from an employee of Aldis. So Lisa was looking for Cool Whip to make Cherry Delight or some sort of thing, sort of a cream cheese thing. So I needed cream cheese and Cool Whip. So they had Cool Whip for 79 cents a pound. Deal. So I got it. So one of the guys is there stocking shelves. So you have to get out of his way. You have to let them do what they're doing, because their job is stock shelves, ring you up, and you get out of the store. So I go back to the front, and I get in a line. The same guy is now sitting there checking out customers. So I say to him, "Oh, I think I just saw you over there stocking shelves." And he smiles and says, "Yes." He said, "We do a little bit of everything." So he rings up my stuff. I only had a few items. It comes to like 7 something for grapes, strawberries, 2 things of Cool Whip, and 2 things of cream cheese. So it was real cheap, good deals. So I said, I go to do my credit card, my debit card, and I try and put it in the bottom, and he says, "No, you have to slide it, because Aldi's doesn't have the fancy thing where you're the extra security thing where you put your thing in the bottom." So I slide the card. I said, "I come here so often you'd think I'd remember." He says, "Oh, that's okay. People forget all the time because everybody has it different." I said, "Yeah." So we're having a few minutes while it's processing, and I said, "How long have you worked here?" He says, "Oh, I worked here 3 months." "Great," I said, "Do you like it?" He said, "Yep, so far it's okay. The only problem I have is people that constantly forget whether we slide or put the card in." So a little joke from the guy at Aldi's. So I laugh and grow and say, "Ha!" Because they don't usually tell jokes. They don't want to chit-chat. They want to get you in and get out. But I thought it was very funny. But Amanda used to tease me when we would do the shopping for work. We'd go to Wise, and she'd go with me, and I would talk to all the employees. Because I think if you're going to go to a store all the time, you get to know the people. You be polite. Like I'm generally a polite person. There are a few things that can get me rolled up. Don't mess with my cheapness. Like if I'm using a coupon, don't give me a hard time. And don't say anything negative about George that used to work with the guys. His name is Jerry Briggles. Don't be saying anything bad about him. Don't be saying anything bad about any of my nieces and nephews, especially Megan and Amanda and Dougie. Don't be going after them, because then you will see the bad Bubba. So anyway, so this is my little shopping bonanza. I'm here at the Aldis, and right beside the Aldis, they have a Dollar Tree and a Planet Fitness. So isn't that a deal? So I forgot to mention something when I was at the other store. I talked about my bad parking. Amanda says I drunk park, which is very funny because I don't ever drink. Well, I think I was drunk once in my life, and it was after Dad died, and a friend gave me a bottle of cheap wine and told me I could go to his apartment and drink it, and I did it, and I passed out on the floor. That was the only time. But I've never been a drinker. And, I have lots of friends and family that do drink. I don't have any objection to that. But I will say, and this is not a joke, if you drink, don't drive. I know what people do is they take one drink, they get drinking, and then they think, "Oh, I feel okay," and they're staggering around. They can't stand up straight. They get pulled over by the police. "Officer, I love you, but I'm not drunk. I just drank one." No, you don't know when you're drunk. You always think, "Oh, I'm fine. I'll get through it." And, you know, you have to take the chance of hitting someone else on the road or injuring yourself badly, so do not drink and drive. Now, my brother is a cab driver, so if you're a good friend of mine, you just text me if you have my number, and I can get a hold of Kevin, and if he's working, he would be able to give you a ride home. Now, the one thing he doesn't want is he don't want you getting sick in his car. So if you're thinking, like, I'm just about to throw up, let me get in a cab, talk to the hand. Don't do that. But if you need a ride home, do that, or have a designated driver, or stay home. Like, stay home and party hardy, whatever. But anyway, like, if you have to go to the club. Now, I was never a club guy. Like, you look at me, you know this is not a clubber, right? So, but I did once, years ago, I took my original 3 guys, which was Albert and Bo and Eugene, to a bar. And let me explain. I wasn't trying to get anybody drunk. We went to the bar because they were having live music. We went somewhere for an outing and it didn't work out. I don't remember whether it was the wrong day or I didn't like what they were doing or whatever. We left early, and I was riding by on 40. There used to be a Holiday Inn, and they had a bar in it, and it said live music flashing on the sign. So I thought, you know what, we'll go in there, sit a while, see how it is. So we go in, and there was any of the local music people might know of a group called Dimitri and the Flashbacks. So Dimitri was the lead singer, and I don't know if his name was really Dimitri or if that was his stage name. You know, he might be like The Rock. The Rock went around, oh, I'm The Rock. He's not The Rock. Trust me. He's Dwayne. He runs around, oh, I'm a muscle guy. I'm The Rock. He can't speak in complete sentences. He takes whatever to get himself all muscled up so that he can be sexiest man alive. What a joke. But that was part of my story. So anyway, so this guy, Dimitri and the Flashbacks, is singing. They sang, like, I don't know if they even sing anymore. I haven't heard them in a long time. They used to go to carnivals a lot. And they sang old 50s and 60s music. They were terrific. So we go in. It's a little bit dark, you know, like these clubs are. Again, I haven't been to clubs, so I didn't expect it to be dark, but it was dark. And so we sit down there, and the girl comes to wait on us. What can I get you, gentlemen? I said, can you bring us a pitcher of tea, and we're just going to listen to the music. We don't want anything to eat. We just want some tea. So she brings us a pitcher of tea and glasses for all of us, and that's what we do. We sat there and drank tea and listened to the music, and everybody enjoyed it. So once the set ends, this guy stumbles over and sits at our table, and the one thing I don't like about stranger drunks, with my guys particularly, is because they get overly interested and they're too, like, I love you, blah, blah, blah. So I'm a little bit hesitant of this. So this guy's talking to me, and I'm like, okay. The music is playing, like the band is not playing, but there's still music playing in the background, so I could hardly hear him. He was sitting at the other end of the table, and he was smiling and talking to me, and I was like, okay, I hope I can get rid of this guy. So I say to him, I think we're going to go to the bathroom. Like, that's my way to try and get rid of it. So if you're ever out in public and you're rattling on to me and I say, I think I need to go to the bathroom, I might, not necessarily, but I might be trying to get rid of you. So anyway, so I go into the bathroom, and now before long he follows me. So as I'm getting him out of the bathroom, getting everybody, you know, and helping everybody, and we're standing at the mirror getting ready to leave, washing everybody's hands, and he says to me, I'm so glad you brought the guys out. That's terrific. I also like the fact that you have them so nicely dressed, that they just look like normal guys out for a night. So I did appreciate that, but, you know, I was thinking, I hope he doesn't sit there rattling on during the whole next set, and I can't hear a word he's saying. All I keep doing is smiling and saying, okay, okay, okay. So we go back to the table. Sure enough, he joins us. Can I buy a pitcher of tea? No, we're good. This pitcher's going to last us the whole night. And so they're talking to us, and then they come to the loudspeaker, and they said, could the band come up? We're about ready for the second set. So he says, okay, nice meeting you guys. I got to go sing again. You got it. My drunk guy was Dimitri of Dimitri and the Flashbacks. So here he was up there singing. I couldn't see because it was dark. So I thought it was the funniest thing, because every time I'd see him at the carnivals after that, I would laugh and laugh to myself, but I bet he wondered what was I laughing about. But I was laughing because he'll always be, to me, the drunk guy at the bar, even though he was really very nice. And he would see us at the carnivals, and he'd come over and speak to us, and he would, you know, always comment that he's glad to see the guys out and everything. But, you know, so many great memories with the guys. And, you know, as long as I've been with them, and you know, it's just, yeah, so that's that. Okay, have a good day.